So let's talk about what to do when your week starts out and you're already exhausted. Everyone, I hope you're having a good day. I really hope you are. If you clicked on this video because of the topic, I sincerely hope that you are making the best of whatever situation you're in. This weekend was great, but then it ended on a really stressful note when one of our kids had to be taken to urgent care because of a medical emergency. Child is fine, but it was really chaotic and stressful for like 12 hours there. And I told my husband by the time we got into the bed Sunday night, I could feel the crash coming. When you've held it together, you've held on for so long, and the drop is coming. And I hated that it was coming into a Monday that was already going to be busy. So I wanted to share some things that I'm doing that are hopefully going to make today a little bit easier and a little bit smoother. And because I have a content calendar, by the time you're watching this, it will have been a couple weeks since this incident happened, and we're all okay. So it is really tempting when you're starting a day off busy, you're in an energy deficit, you're exhausted, to reach for caffeine. I've already had coffee today, but before I had coffee, I drank some cold water. And that is because I had read a Harvard Health study years ago about how when it comes to replenishing our energy, water is more effective than caffeine. I cannot live without my coffee. I will be grumpy and I will have a headache. So I drank my coffee second, but first I made sure that I hydrated. I didn't drink the whole 40 ounces, but I drank as much of it as I possibly could while I laid in the bed and did some deep breathing before my kids got up and before our day got started. Create a quick win for yourself. So maybe you are exhausted. Maybe you're feeling discouraged. Maybe you're feeling sad. Maybe that adrenaline rush is dropped and you feel like a piece of dough on the bottom of someone's shoe. You know what I mean? When you step on Play-Doh and it gets ground into the carpet and then you look at the Play-Doh and you're like, that's how I feel right now. Please tell me you relate. But if you're feeling that way, look at what you need to accomplish at work or in your home and give yourself a quick win. Maybe it's an email you've been putting off. Maybe it's some laundry you haven't put away. Something that's going to take 10 minutes or less, that's going to make you feel like you have accomplished something and you're starting your day off with a checked off something off of your to-do list. This is such an easy, simple way to set yourself up for success. Block off your day into chunks instead of looking at the whole thing as something that you have to survive. Like, oh my gosh, I've got to get through Monday. I've just got to get through to lunch, and this is how I've blocked out this time period. And then after lunch, I just got to get through to 2 p.m. and this is how I've blocked off that time period. And then I've just got to pick up my kids from school or finish up our school day and go into our afternoon. And then we've got afternoon to dinner, and then we've got dinner to bedtime, and then we're going to bed early. Okay, next, eat for energy. It is really tempting when you're exhausted to reach for something sugary, something snacky, a little treat. There's nothing wrong with a treat, but I'm trying to fuel my body today with protein and complex carbohydrates. So for breakfast, I had some Greek yogurt, the ratio Greek yogurt with 25 grams of protein. I had a little bit of granola and some blackberries, and that's going to get me through for the next few hours. Then for lunch, I'm going to do my tuna and brown rice bowl with the avocado. Maybe I'll make a turkey sandwich instead. I don't know, something that has protein and complex carbs. And then for dinner, we're doing our crock pot tacos, but just good food that's going to sustain me, that's going to nourish me, and that's going to make me feel energized and good in my body. Give yourself something to look forward to at the end of your day. Maybe it's watching a show, eating your favorite snack, taking a hot shower. I love to get those shower steamers that are like lavender or tangerine. You throw them in the bottom of the shower and it creates like a spa atmosphere in just your everyday shower. So that kind of gives me something to look forward to. I had a chiropractor appointment today. I was looking forward to that because my body is just all sorts of messed up, but they called me to say that the chiropractor was not feeling great. So I'm going to come up with something else that's my taking care of myself, and it may just be going for a little bit of a walk. I am going to go to the gym today, but just doing something that I'm going to look forward to at the end of this busy day. This is also why I'm going to take a brief second and preach the importance of having like a Monday plan that you do every single week. And so something that we do is prep breakfast Monday night. My husband made muffins last night so that my kids could have muffins, fruit, and yogurt. That was prepped and ready to go. I had the fruit and the yogurt I had already purchased with our grocery order. I had prepped the fruit so we could just grab it out of the fridge with our muffin and go about our morning routine. I'll also have a simple meal plan on Mondays. It's either a crock pot meal or chicken Caesar salad. Tonight it's crock pot meal. It's tacos in the crock pot. And I was so grateful that I had that already planned out. I had bagged it up already over the weekend. I had put the roast, the enchilada sauce, the seasoning in a bag together, and it was just ready to go. But having sort of a Monday fallback routine anyway sets us up for success, particularly if Sunday night was a total fresh show. Next thing is move your body, because this is signaling to our brain we're awake now. As much as we want to lie in the bed, we're awake now. And that can just be going for a little walk, a little jog, doing some yoga, doing some stretches, 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. I just look up like gentle yoga on, I like the Get Fit UTV. I've talked about them before. You can look it up on YouTube. You can go to like TikTok or Instagram and look up like simple stretches to get your day started. And it's going to show you somebody doing some stretches. And it doesn't have to be anything major, but just something to signal to your brain, I'm awake now, I'm okay in my body, I know where I am in my body, and just kind of get that blood flowing to your brain and to the rest of your limbs. And starting your day off with movement just makes you feel better. It kind of sets the tone. Keep your morning routine simple. This is why routines matter. Routines tell us that we are safe. They tell us what comes next. They tell us that we know what we can expect. I am a creature of habit. I'm a creature of routine because it makes me feel like I'm not going crazy even on days that feel crazy. And it also, kids are very attuned to their schedule. Kids are very attuned to our emotions and our reactions. And so if I can keep myself even, my kids will keep themselves even. And one of the ways that we do that is through routines. But we're sticking to that same morning routine. We're not piling on anything extra, putting on something comfortable. Today it's leggings with pockets and a very long top and my tennis shoes. I did put on some lipstick so I would look like I wasn't a dead person, but I wasn't doing anything extra. Sometimes when we're going through a period of high stress, we just kind of need to remind our brain, you're not being attacked by a bear. You are okay. You are not dying. And sometimes that gentle movement can be just the thing. I have a whole video on how I block schedule my day. I will link it in the video description below for you to check out. And hopefully it will help you come up with some ideas. But when you already have a busy day or a long day and you're exhausted, it just makes that whole day feel like something you have to survive when really you only have to get through it one block at a time. And it can still be a good day. Just because it started off rough or the day before ended rough doesn't mean that today can't be a great day. We have days that we thrive and we have days that we are simply surviving, and maybe today is one of those I'm simply surviving days for you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means today was a little bit rougher than you intended it to be, and that's okay. We can try again tomorrow. Just because today was messy doesn't make you a mess. And we need to be careful how we talk to ourselves. I do it all the time, and y'all call me out on it when I'm like, I'm a hot mess. I'm a disaster. No, you're not. No, you are not. And you're going to internalize those words. Your children are hearing those words. Speak kindly to yourself and speak kindly to yourself in front of them because you're worth the time and the effort. And I hope that today turns around whatever it is you're dealing with. It's going to get better. It's going to be okay. Take care of yourself. You're a beautiful land mermaid, and I'll see you later.